Good evening. Welcome to the Hopper House. My name's Ryan. Sorry for the technical difficulties and the late start, but we are here and we are live. Remember that we have a bake sale going on this Saturday, the 14th, Valentine's Day, at the Bargain Cave. That's 2207 Chadbourne. And also, if you need anything done around your house, please give me a call. My number is 325-304-3646. Thank you. Have a blessed day. Let's get into the meeting.
With harm and became willing to make amends to them all. 9. Made direct amends to such people wherever possible, except when to do so would injure them or others. 10. Continued to take personal inventory, and when we were wrong, promptly admitted it. 11. Sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God as we understood Him, praying only for knowledge of His will for us and the power to carry that out. 12. Having had a spiritual awakening as a result of these steps, we try to carry the message to the alcoholic and to alcoholics and to practice these principles in all our affairs. Many of us exclaim, "What an order! I can't go through with it." Do not be discouraged. No one among us has been able to maintain anything like perfect adherence to these principles. We are not saints. The point is that we are willing to grow along spiritual lines. The spiritual principles we have set down are guidelines to spiritual progress. We claim spiritual progress rather than spiritual perfection. Our description of the alcoholic, the chapter to the agnostic, and our personal adventures before and after make clear three pertinent ideas. A, that we were alcoholic and could not manage our own lives. B, that probably no human power could relieved us of alcoholism. And C, that God could and would if He were solved. I started getting tongue tied then.
Now I ask someone to read the 12 traditions.
Yeah, my name is James and I'm alcoholic.
Hey, James.
Number one, our common welfare should come first. Personal recovery depends on AA unity. 2, for our group purpose, there is no one ultimate authority, a loving God as He may express Himself in our group conscience. Our leaders are but trusted service, they do not govern. 3, the only requirement of AA membership is desire to stop drinking. 4, each group should be autonomous except in matters affecting our group or AA as a whole. 5, each group has but one primary purpose, to carry this message to the alcoholic who still suffer. 6, an AA group ought never endorse, finance, or lend AA name to any related facility or outside enterprise. These problems of money, property, and prestige divert us from our primary purpose. 7, every AA group ought to be self-supporting, declining our outside contributions. 8, Alcoholic Anonymous should remain forever non-professional, but our service centers may employ special workers. 9, AA as such ought never be organized, but we may create service board, our committee directly responsible to those they serve. 10, Alcoholics Anonymous has no opinion on outside issues, hence the AA name ought never be drawn into public controversy. 11, our public relations policy is based on attraction rather than promotion. We need always remain personal anonymity at the levels of press, radio, and film. 12, anonymity is spiritual foundation of our traditions, ever reminding us to place
Principles before personalities.
Copyrighted 1952, 1953, and 1981 by AA Grapevine Inc. and Alcoholics Anonymous Publishing, now known as Alcoholics Anonymous Worldwide Inc. All rights reserved.
All right.
Read the whole paper. Okay, I asked a friend pick the topic. Matthew.
I'm an alcoholic.
What up, Matt?
9/16/2024. This is the topic. My wife hears my voice. 2:16, but I don't think nobody got a book.
Which one you reading out of? One we passing out?
Hey, but
Hey, book, yeah.
Hey.
I got you.
Come on, 2 more kids.
Guys, there's a app on your phone you can download. It's called Everything AA. You go to your Play Store and it will download everything literature that we study in here and read is right there at your fingertips.
There you go.
Thanks, Scott.
Modern technology.
It's a yellow square with a blue triangle on it.
There you go. And it'll keep up with your sobriety date too. It'll tell you how many days you got once you plug it in.
Got a big one.
Page 2 what?
216 is in the basic textbook.
Basic text.
Page what?
Is it A, the big book or the basic text?
Basic textbook.
Oh, yeah. My bad. You need one? Oh, shoot. Is it to the wives? Okay. 2 wives. So 2 wives in the little book's gonna be 104.
No.
Yeah, time out.
Outside friends.
Okay.
216.
Yeah, little book ain't got it.
316?
216.
Hot dog.
Yeah, little book
Yeah,
ain't
but
got
I asked one question.
You asked three times though.
216.
it. Little red books ain't got it.
Red books only have the face for
Okay.
Just read it, bro. Keep it simple.
All right, guys, this topic. My wife hears my voice, and she knows that I have found the answer to life. She comes to New York. I get out of the hospital and we visit some of these new found friends. I am home again. I have lost a fellowship. Those who understand me are far away. The same old problems and worries still surround me. Members of my family ignore me. Nothing seems to be working out right. I am blue and unhappy. Maybe a drink. I put on my hat and dash off in the car. Get into the lives of other people is one thing. The fellows in New York had said, I go to see a man I had been asked to visit and tell him my story. I feel much better. I have forgotten about a drink. I am on a train headed for a city. I have left my wife at home sick, and I have been unkind to her in leaving. I am very unhappy. Maybe a few drinks when I get to the city will help. A great fear seizes me. I talk to the stranger in the seat behind me. The fear and the insane idea are taken away. Things are not going so well at home. I am learning that I cannot have my own way as I used to. I blame my wife and children. Anger possesses me. Anger is something I have never felt before. I will not stand for it. I pack my bag and I leave. I stay with some understanding friends. I see where I've been wrong in some respects. I do not feel angry anymore. I return home and say I am sorry for my wrong. Everybody get that?
Yes.
My name is Matt and I am an alcoholic. This topic here is basically saying to me is without fellowship, without having somebody that you can confide in, to be able to talk about your problems, what you're going through before you actually get into the action of those problems. And as I've been going to AA, I do a lot of outside AAs as well, and I hear people talk about stuff, and you know, all that stuff actually just revolves about what my life is about. And I do get to feeling sometimes where I want to do something stupid and act out. You know, I've got good fellowship here with some of these men in this room, and for me, just to be able to say, you know, see what's going on, and that's all the newcomers coming into AA. I felt that they could get more out of this topic, because if you're new to AA, you're not really understanding of what fellowship is. as in finding a sponsor, and to be able to talk about your feelings, man, because all that stuff, once it builds up, man, your head and your mind just goes all 100 miles an hour. And it's just to be able to have somebody that you trust, confide in, and it makes everything so much better. And that's what's been working for me. And I wouldn't have it any other way, because that's when I was coming in here, I had a big burden, and I wanted to stay to myself. But the more I shared, the more I felt better. I felt more positive where I was going, and that's what's got me through all this stuff that I'm going through. And it's open for anybody. Anybody got a problem or anybody going through something, just talk to somebody. See, because this person in here and on these stories, that's what he did. Before he acted out into that action that would have caused more problems, he found the guy on the train. Complete stranger. Just to be able to talk it out. Because once you play out that tape, you see that there's options. It's not that one option that you're thinking that you want to go do. So that's all I got. Thank you.
Good stuff. Matthew.
Thank you, sir.
I'm Warren, alcoholic, clean date 2/26/25.
Hey,
Hey,
Warren.
Warren.
Matt just took the words out of my mouth, man. That's why we picked this topic, because, man, all of us in this room, everybody in this world got problems. And before, when we was in our addiction, we acted on our problems without talking to nobody, or if we did talk to somebody, you just did what you want to do. Now, since we're in recovery, we need that support from somebody else. Just like that, like you said, you got on the train, just start talking to a complete stranger and get everything off your mind, and you forget about what you're about to do. You said that I'm alcoholic, so like I'm upset, and plenty of days I'll be upset, especially at work and stuff like that, and have a man over here to talk to, or I just talk to my higher power before I act on anything, because the actions that I be having in my mind, I'm gonna get in a world of trouble, So that's what all of us need, to have a confidant to talk to, or a stranger. Like we can talk to the newcomers. If we have a problem, go talk to them, show them what to do. So that's how they come to you, is or talk out their problems. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I think the topic right here is just confiding in somebody before you go. When you start thinking crazy, just talk to somebody. It's gonna pass. I really believe that. That's all I have. Thank you. Oh, we're gonna start in the back of the room, Paul, and come around from the back to the front.
My name's Tom, an alcoholic.
So, Paul,
I agree with what the topic says. You take back the first time I see it, whenever I have those thoughts, I find somebody to talk to, and any temptation of drinking, I've used. And I gotta remember to do that when out and about even now. That's all I got.
Thank you, Paul.
thanks, Paul.
Thank you, Paul.
Great.
Yeah, Kurt.
Glad you're here.
Glad you're
That's
here.
good, bro.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hello,
Kyle.
Carl.
Carl,
I'm just blessed today, got to do volunteer work for the got to be here sober.
Glad you're
That's
here,
you.
Paul.
Glad you're here, Paul.
My name is Frank. I'm an alcoholic.
Hey, Frank.
Frank,
I'm thankful to be here another day, be able to meet and hear all, hear how y'all, speak about our addiction. And, I'm thankful for another day to be here and sober. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Frank.
Hey, Dave.
Glad you're here, Dave.
That's you, bro.
I'm Michael, I'm a drug addict, alcoholic.
Hey, Mike.
Mike.
I'm just grateful to be here, grateful for the community. Love y'all, man.
Hey, too, bro. That's you.
Josh, grateful to be here.
Hey, Josh.
Just trying, man, I fought, but I still got it for,
Danny, I'm an addict.
Hey, Dan.
I see there's a lot of new people. Man, I know how to build and stuff, but once you get through it, man, I had problems in there, but once I got out, man, got in a place, got a job, started to live a life, it's awesome, man. So let's give it a chance. Chris and Brandy was awesome people. That's all I got.
Hey, Danny. Glad you're here, Danny.
My buddy, I'm an alcoholic.
Hey, buddy.
I've been sober since 9/5/25. And I'm blessed to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, son.
Hi, I'm Michael. I'm an alcoholic.
Hey, Michael.
Michael. I was actually on the bus earlier and talking to a complete stranger about stuff like that. And, he said I was talking about my drinking and how it affected my work and everything like that. And he was talking about how he used to push back 30 packs every week and everything, and how one day he got sick and everything, and after that he just decided to kind of quit. And ever since then he's really had no cravings or anything like that towards it. But just talking to a complete stranger about the same things that we've been through and what we've gone through is really neat. It really helped out a lot. Especially after I was telling him, after the way my boss was, I wouldn't mind having a drink right about now. And it was really awesome to be able to meet somebody like that and be able to talk about things like that. So, thank you.
Thank you, Michael.
Hi, my name's Adam. I'm an addict.
Yeah.
My sobriety date is 11/6/25. As far as the topic, yes, it is good to have a fellowship. Man. I've been here since November. During that time, yes, the alcohol was no fun. But again, Chris and Danny, what they're doing, they're giving us work in this world. Once you get back in work field, work environment, and your mind stay busy. While you're in the alcohol, they're keeping you busy with doing all sorts of work. Busy work, just to get you active, man, get your mind off your addiction. I too, when I was in the alcohol, especially when I started my LP, I told my teacher, man, I don't need this shit. I was like, all I need is the Lord above and myself. I'm the one that has the power with the addiction, not to fix it. And the way I wasn't doing, I didn't have no guidance from the Lord above. And I gave myself to God. I've been sober for over 100 days. If I can do it, you can do it, man. It ain't that hard. It's just one day at a time. Like they say. And if y'all ever need someone to talk to, man, I'm here for you. I'm grateful that I have people wanting to talk to me, man. During my sobriety, my mom had a recent hospital stint that scared the shit out of me. I ain't gonna lie. But like we all know, shit, there ain't nothing. Everybody knows. I'm grateful for the fellowship that we have here, that kept my head straight, and kept me on a positive note. Right now, she just take it one day at a time.
My name is Matthew, and I'm an alcoholic addict.
Hey, Matthew.
I've been sober for 30 days. I got locked up last month, and I was on heroin when I went to jail. And so been on that for like 8 years. Tough, and then so going to jail was just like going through detox. It was just I thought I was gonna die. I wanted to die, you know. So I really don't think I would have made it through there, you know. Went through the padded cell twice, and you know, going through the padded cell twice is just like 12 hours one time, and then the next time 24 hours. That's where I found out that no matter what, I mean, 24 hours is gonna pass. You know what I'm saying? A day is gonna pass. You know, like take a day at a time. It's gonna pass. You know, and really the only thing that helped me make it through was talking to my family over the phone. Finally, they picked up after a week, and just started talking to them, like trying to talk to them every day, every day. I did have a cousin that would let me call every day, sometimes twice a day if I needed to, you know, and that was like, at one point I was calling like 6 different family members every day, you know, just to stay away from just having, you know, horrible thoughts and crashing out, trying not to go to the, you know, to the psychiatric unit or whatever type stuff, and then crash out. But then, you know, that's how I know that talking does help, because if it wouldn't have been for talking to my family, talking to my brother Kerry, I wouldn't have made it here, you know, I'd been back on the streets. And even there, you seek out fellowship too, you know, you seek out people, and I'm just glad to have a fellowship here that's different than what I had. I'm looking forward to that, and just thankful to be sober. Got like 35 days, maybe 36 days off of that bad stuff. Thank you.
Thank you. Glad to hear, brother.
Home though.
My name is Tyree Dow.
Tyree.
My sober date is 12/26. I thank God for being here today, man. I thank you for being alive, man. I thank God for like all y'all brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? The brothers that have been embracing me, talking to me, you know what I'm saying? I just thank God for all y'all, man. I really do, man. I want to tell y'all, I just encourage y'all to keep the faith, man. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other. Thank you.
Fellowship.
Fellowship?
Yeah, fellowship.
My name is Aaron. I'm an addict.
Aaron.
Fellowship is, I believe, we're all social creatures, and that even ties in with isolation. We can't isolate ourselves and just get stuck in our own head and stuck in our own misery. At least I don't know about y'all, but I used to get stuck in my own misery, just kind of sit there and just kind of throw myself a pity party and just kind of rot away in my room and just not want to talk to nobody and just go, oh man, nobody gets it, nobody understands. I'm the only one going through this. No, it's a very mature way of thinking, and just realize that we all have stuff in common. We've all gone through a lot of the same similar things, and the more we get connected with the people here, the more we become united. We're not going to want to go back out to Olympics. We're going to be like, man, well, I'm going to leave all these really cool people that really care about me, really want my back, not go out there with a bunch of people who they just care what you got, what you're going to do for them. Like, you want to get a hit, you want me to shoot at you, like they don't care about you. Like they only care about what you got. Like you really think that you gonna hang out with them same people when you sober. Like if you ain't doing drugs, you think people will be around you. You think they gonna care. You think they gonna text you. You gonna check on you. Especially on that we gotta. The more we dig in with the people here, the better the chance we have to actually recover. Because the recovery rate nationwide is what 2%. And I don't know about y'all, but I'll be damned if I fail at anything. I won't let nobody see me fail. I gotta do it. You know what I mean? Like I can't go out like that. That's all I got.
Thank you, sir, bro.
My name's Christian. I'm an alcoholic addict.
Hey, Christian.
And yeah, I mean, fellowship, man, you'll find it here, you know. I found some good friends here, you know. That's part of the reason why I came back, you know. Like being out there, man, you find yourself being real alone and doing yourself a pity party, man. You know, and I mean, we all got we all got in ourselves, you know. It's just about finding it, you know. And that's all good.
Hey, Christian.
Layton, I'm an addict, alcoholic. You've been clean for 9 months.
Lady.
Okay, so you know, being out here is there's a whole lot of benefits to being out here. You know, like me, You know, I knew how to cook eggs, simple stuff, but you know, that's one big thing for me is, you know, getting to learn, you know, well, and I guess I'm talking about cooking because we got the whole cake thing going on tonight too. I never thought I'd be buying cakes and stuff from the store, so we're doing that. It's really cool. So, you know, and I encourage everybody, you know, to get the team tonight and try to get that cake cooked and stuff, and you know, but learning how to live life, you know, and being grateful for the little things in life, you know, such as food and clothes on your back, which you get when you get out here, you know what I mean? And in the Bible, the Lord says, I know we're not supposed to reference the Bible, but you know, not to worry about the clothes that you wear or where you're going to get your next meal from, you know, and you know, you get that when you come out here, and you get a whole lot more than that, you know, and you know, you gain a lot of people, and you gain a lot of mentors being out here, and I would just encourage everybody to utilize everything that's going on out here, and you know, it's an awesome place. So with that, that's all I got.
Thank you.
I'm Quincy, I'm all above.
What up, Quincy?
I really think this is a spiritual program because yesterday, me and the brother back there was on the bus. And we ran into a guy, you know, we just sitting there talking, you know, some kind of way we come over. They asked how clean he was. I told him I cleaned Davis. His brother, he cleaned for 35 years. He shows all his key tags. And he said, man, that's how you gotta do, like, you know, one day at a time. You can do it, man. You know, it might seem, you know, of addict being clean for 24 hours like a lifetime to addict, you know. And he was sitting there talking to me, man, just the wisdom I got from him being, just seeing him out there just functioning in the free world. He's still making his meetings, you know what I'm saying? He's still in a fellowship. And he's just encouraging me, man, and his brother back here, just keep on going to y'all meeting. Stay close to brothers in the meeting, you know, function with the ones who got the same, you know, run that same old race with you, you know. Once you stay tied in and keep close to your sponsor, he said, you know, you'll make it, man. I really accept this. I believe fellowship is a key factor in recovery. Thank you for that shot.
Thank you, Quincy.
Yeah, my name is James and I'm an addict.
Hey, Jared.
Today earlier, I was walking home from Rush Street and this guy picked me up, and he was talking about killing himself. He said he was thinking about killing himself, but he seen me and he picked me up. I didn't know how to respond to that. Like, I've been thinking about that all day. It's been on my mind all day. I don't know what happened to the guy, but fellowship is important because fellowship is what put me in that truck with this guy that I did not know from Adam to talk to him. For some reason, that's what put me in that truck, fellowship. Like, I think my higher power, and I wish I would have handled it better, but I didn't know what to do. I wasn't expecting for that to happen. That was like the last thing on my mind. So when he said it, it kind of blew me off. It kind of took me out of my mind state. I was in a selfish mind state. I was mad. I was walking. It was hot, and I was carrying stuff, and people was passing me by. But fellowship is important, and I think this place for allowing me to have a family that I can share with. And with that, I pass.
Hey, Jared. Hey, Jared.
What's up, guys? It's Travis. I know I was Travis.
Hey, Travis.
Allergies are horrible, right? Fellowship is so important. What's that cliche saying? I get drunk, we get better. It's so true because, like, oh man, I can just think like all the time I'm sober living, I'm doing good, I'm on fire for another cliche, doing the nut sort of thing. And then I go home and I stay with my. I'm a pass. Yeah.
Love you, Travis.
What up, Ronnie?
My name's Ronnie, man. I apologize.
What up, Ronnie?
Oh, man. Fellowship is real important. I left my family a long time ago. And I had a fellowship inside a prison that was all about hate. And I really don't feel worthy of this type of fellowship. Because of my past, you know, I screwed up a lot of shit, you know, just like everybody else. But this fellowship is teaching me about real love, bro. And I'm not used to that shit. It's very important to rely on another man that understands where you've been or what you're going through. I've always had a problem with asking for help. Always. And I still do. I try to figure shit out on my own, you know, try to man up, do it by myself, and this and that. I isolate and everything, you know. The guy said that he felt an anger like he's never felt before. And that anger's balled up inside of me, but I always thought it was, I'm pissed off at everybody else. But to come find out, man, I'm pissed off at me, you know, for choosing the road that I chose. I can't blame it on nobody else. It's my choice, you know. And I'm still pissed off at myself for abandoning my son, my wife, my mother, my father, my family. I had to leave it to Beaver family, bro, you know what I mean? Everything was hunky-dory, everything was great, but I chose the road that I went down, man. And Mama always told me, you make the bed, you gotta lay in it. So I can't be pissed off at them because they don't want to have nothing to do with me. I have to be pissed off at myself and realize, man, that was the choices that I made. And this type of fellowship, man, I don't feel like I deserve it. I've been in NA and AA for many, many years, man. But like I said, everybody knows I haven't worked the program. You know what I mean? I know AA, NA, and all that, but it was always done for somebody else. I can't get over being holding all that shit inside. That's why I always get upset in these fucking meetings, man, because I'm trying to get real with myself, you know, because I don't want to have nothing or nobody else but God. That's it. And you guys, you know, I don't care where you come from. You still show me the same love, man. I'm not used to that, but somewhere down the line, I'll have to learn how to love again, man. But you know, I'm so used to numb. You know what I mean? Many years by myself in prison, except for that other fellowship that dealt nothing but hate, man. You know what I mean? And I know I rub people wrong in here, but it's me. It's not the person. It's me, man. I'm messed up. You know what I mean? And I don't, like I said, I don't feel like I'm worthy, but I know I am. You know what I mean? I try to help people along the way or whatever and all that, but I'm just not used to it. That's all I got.
Thank you, Sam. But glad you're
Thanks for here, Ronnie.
My name's Cody, and I'm
here.
at
Man.
Cody. Somebody once told me I got a FU attitude, and my response was, I don't got a FU attitude. I'm tired of getting F attitude. And the thing is fellowship is very, very important thing, but over the years, you know what I'm saying, the fellowship that I was after, the people that I wanted to be around me, you know what I'm saying, they all had ulterior motives. And their ulterior motives was just to use me and just get what they could, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I started realizing that I don't need them type of people around me. And then whenever I stop and think about it, you know what I'm saying, everybody got ulterior motives for fellowship, you know what I'm saying? And whether it's good or whether it's bad, you know what I'm saying, they got a motive. And I would rather be around people that got a good ulterior motive than a negative ulterior motive.
Thank
Thank you.
My name's Albert. I'm an addict.
Hey, Albert.
10-day, 10-10-25. Fellowship is very important to me, even though y'all don't see it because I'm like Ronnie. I've done 37 years of my life in prison, and I've been around so many people, all my life, you know. So I kind of expose myself, you know. I don't stay stuck in my head. I don't think that I'm in there, you know, tripping, thinking about stupid shit. I don't think about nothing. I just watch TV and relax, man, you know. Something that I've never got to do in my life, you know what I mean? So I enjoy that, you know. I enjoy being away from people, you know. Because like I said, I've been surrounded around people all my life, you know. So that's solitude for me, you know. That's my safe haven, you know. When I get off work, I like being by myself, you know. But I was on the same token, I need fellowship. I need to be around people that are clean and sober, you know, people like that. See, I was here once before, and I did like 9 months here, and I saved like I'm doing now. I saved and I saved and I saved. And I felt like, you know, I got enough money saved up. I don't need the program no more. I'm good. Well, that's where I made my mistake. I was still coming back. To make a long story short, I started hanging around the wrong people, bro. I started hanging around females that drank and smoked, and I wanted to be with them. I wanted to hang out with them. Make a long story short, I ended up wrecking my truck. I had a nice truck. I ended up totaling my truck, flying out of my truck, fracturing 3 vertebrae in the back of my neck, collapsed lung, had 3 strokes, died twice. I was told that I would never walk, talk, or breathe on my own. You know, I was hooked up to a machine for the rest of my life, man. But God's got a plan for me, you know. And I'm saying all this to say, man, y'all, man, we need each other, bro. We need to be around clean and sober people. You know what I mean? That's what's keeping me. That's what's gonna keep me clean and sober. You know, hang around clean and sober. I don't need to hang around nobody. There's people at work that want me to go out party. I tell them, hey, I don't drink. I don't. Even good looking girls, man. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I'm sorry. I can't hang with y'all. You know what I mean? I need people that are clean and sober, man. And that's all I got. Thank you, Sam, brother.
My name's Randy. I'm at it.
Hey, Randy.
The good thing about AA and the Hopper House especially is everybody here has been through it. Yeah. Same thing we've been through. I've been locked up for 25 years. You know, I know exactly what you're going through. Mm-hmm. But anybody you talk to is more than willing to help you and to talk to you, and listen, and give you advice and work with you. It's like a big family. You know what I'm saying? And that's a good thing. I have no family. I'm like Ronnie. I have no family, and it's good. It's going to keep you sober. And Ronnie, that's what working the steps is all about, Ronnie. That's what's going to help you deal with all that. Is working the steps. And because I know I go through the same thing. I don't have no family because they don't want to talk to you. You know, so you know why it's key to work the steps. And I've been through NA and AA a million times, but they never worked the steps. But it does help. That's all I got.
Randy. My name is Curtis. I am an addict, alcoholic. I qualify. You know, I earned my seat here. This reading, for me, like it just screams steps 10, 11, and 12 through and through. You know what I mean? And we read it already, but you know, 10's made direct, so made direct amends to such people wherever possible, except for when to do so would injure them or others. No, sorry, that's not. 10 is continue to take personal inventory. And then 11, sought to prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact. And 12 is having had a spiritual awakening as a result of these steps. And I'll try to carry the message, right? So like he's doing that without knowing it. Like the way my sponsor has me doing it is basically like kind of how he did it right here. Like throughout the day. I know it's crazy because like it's been shared for a little bit now. It's like I've done the NA, I've done the AA. Well, my sponsor had me write had me write this paper with a bunch of stuff that says, I do not know explicit. I do not know explicit for 150 times. So whenever he asks me questions or I'm going to do step work with them, it's different. It's like a new experience this time, you know, and it's not that the program has changed. It's that I didn't know anything. And like my sponsor is showing me a way to do it that it's, you know, it's hit different, you know, throughout the day, you know what I mean? Like, throughout the day, I'm having to take that personal inventory, you know, like from the moment I wake up, like keeping track of like not just the bad things, not just whenever somebody makes me mad and I blow up, but when I wake up and I hit my knees and pray and I meditate, like take track of that, like keeping that inventory, and then you know underneath that, right, how that made me feel. How did waking up at this time and then praying and then meditating, how did that make you feel? You know what I mean? Eating a healthy breakfast, so it makes me see, and then like the process of that is making me look in the long term, looking back at how my recovery has grown, how my morning routine has grown, how I've handled people throughout the day has grown. And just like him with this, I had the other day, like right before I just got out of Shannon, you know, I had to go and get my head right in between my ears a little bit. But before I went there, like the day went, like I went and I did my morning stuff, right? And then like there's like, it's like a spiritual, I call it a spiritual battle because spiritual warfare is always going on. But like something like not bad, but like the spiritual battle started. So I did the good, the positive spiritual stuff, and then the bad stuff, and then the positive. Like I'm my morning routine was combating what was going on around me, you know. So, and at the end of that morning, before I went out and start my day, and to get out there, and, you know, to get my ID, and I was spiritual. I had a spiritual positive. You know what I mean? Like I netted positive on my spiritual morning because I was working on myself. You know, I didn't waver on trying to put some stuff into the spiritual piggy bank. But today's my 30 days. So I made it. Okay. 113.26. You know. 30 days here is the longest 30 days I've ever had in my life. I'll tell you that, bro. And that's not trying to be funny, but it's for some reason, like I guess they say anything worth having, you know, anything worth having is gonna take some work, you know, and that's what being in the how and just dealing with this, man, is putting in that work, you know. Being in the house building, you know, is to see how bad you want it. Waking up at 5:30 in the morning, having stuff to do around here, like, man, we're working for free. It's not free, man. It's building me up to teach me how to work again. You know what I mean? Like being out on the streets, yeah, it was work to get to what I was trying to get, but this is teaching me how to go to sleep at night, wake up in the morning, like go to work, you know, so that when I do get that job, I don't lose that job because it's like, oh, I don't want to wake up. What time do you have to be at work? I have to be at work at 8. I've been getting up at 5:30 every day. Right? So, you know, they're people miss it. I've heard being at Shannon, and I'll say this and be quiet real quick, but being at Shannon, you hear, oh, y'all are at a work camp and you're this and you're that, and it's like, nah, like y'all got the program twisted. Like I'm able to be that advocate. Like you really got it twisted. Like they're giving me life skills that I didn't have when I got here. I came here with absolutely, I had nothing to my name. The dope house didn't even want me. But Chris Hopper said, I want you to be here. Like, I want you to come here. Like, this is where I want you at. And you know, my higher power, God has been working through me, and God works through this place to better me and build me up to where you guys be going. So, I mean, instantly, the moment I got out the car, man, I got love from the moment I got out and hit feet on the ground, you know? So, I mean, you don't get that very many places, man, unless you got money in your pocket and you got a check to spend with somebody. But here, they don't ask for none of that. They just ask for you to be you. You know, you ain't got to cover nothing up. Just be yourself here, and you ain't got nobody to impress. So thanks for letting me share.
Thanks, Sharon. Good, Sharon. Very good. House.
Scotty, I'm an alcoholic and all everything. You know, I've listened to you guys and I've read this. As we were reading the topic here, this was back when this thing first developed, and you know they couldn't just pick up a phone. Okay, they didn't have that luxury that we have today, and this guy had really thought that he had lost AA, he had lost the fellowship, and what I want to point out about that is the big book tells us that when all else fails, everything else is falling apart. Working with another alcoholic keeps you sober. It will help you stay sober. Because like Ronnie was talking earlier, we get in our head and yes, Ronnie, I agree with you. I've been through the steps. I've had years of sobriety, but why couldn't I stay that way? And the thing that God has instilled upon my heart, I thought, well, I can go to church and just do that because I love God. I love to go to church. I love to worship and praise Him, but that's not what He called me to do. He gave me this thorn in my side called alcoholism. And He wants me to love His kids. He wants me to love Him with all my heart, mind, and strength. And then He wants me to love His kids. He wants me to go and fellowship, there's that word again, with other alcoholics and to share my experience, strength, and hope. That's why I couldn't stay sober, because even with 11 years, I rarely sponsored people. I made meetings galore. But in that 11 years of the first time, it was failing to make myself available and failing to talk to somebody about all this crap jumbling around in my head. And the amazing thing about saying something about what you're thinking takes all the power out of it. And I found that to be priceless in this program, and something that God has taught me through the 12 steps. It's priceless, man. I couldn't stay sober because I wasn't fellowshipping and helping other alcoholics, because that's what He's called us to do. You got the disease. It says the only way we can keep sober is to give everything we're learning away to somebody else. That's it. There's no other way. And I'm like Ronnie. I had, the knowledge of the big book, and heck, there was a time when I still may be able to, I don't know, could actually just quote the how it works. That's how many meetings I've been to in my life. That didn't keep me sober.
Right, really.
But what does keep me sober, and what I've learned the hard way, is that if I don't give what He gives me away, I'm doomed. Period. I don't care how long you've been sober and you ain't been sober. The key to this program is to give it away. If you don't give it away, you're headed for disaster. And that's what I've learned in my life, in my understanding. I've been to prison, and let me tell you something, God can move in prison like I've never seen in my life. It was amazing. I saw people healed. I saw people, recovered. I saw people go through like me that didn't touch any. I mean, you can get anything you want in prison.
Yeah.
And I was able to stay sober in that environment and clean. And that's a miracle. But the 3 years, 10 months, and 14 days I was in there, I committed myself to God and to understand. And I asked Him, Holy Spirit, you said you'd teach me. Your word says that when the Holy Spirit comes into us, that He would teach us. I believe that because He showed me. And did that keep me sober? All that knowledge is great. I cherish it. That didn't keep me sober. Working with another alcoholic is the key to this program. When you get something, get it to somebody. And that's it. And I didn't do that. And it took me to get to Hopper House to learn that. The greatest saving moment I had was the first weekend when I was here. We went on one of those volunteer things where we were helping people with the food and stuff. That moved me. That woke me up. The feeling I got inside to help somebody that I didn't even know, it just woke something up in me and said, this is what I want you to do. Love my poor people. Love the orphan. Love the widow. Take care of those that are homeless. Put some clothes on them. That's what Chris Hopper does here. And Right now, at this very moment, I know I'm right where I'm supposed to be. And if I'm not careful, I'll let this mind, if I let it jumble around, I'll convince myself that I can go get that good job, I can go do this or that, I don't need this anymore. When he's given me the epiphany that this is what he wants me to do for the rest of my life. And whatever else comes in between that, while I'm living the dash, that dash is that number between you were born and when you die. That's the dash in between. That's what we live in right now. And while I'm living the dash, I want to serve him. The God that I learned in here, not in church, even though I was raised in church. I learned the God, he showed up in my life when I finished the 12 steps the first time, March 6th of 1992. And I had an Acts 2 experience. I was sitting on my back porch and I said, God, I know you're not a doorknob. And I know your name is Jesus. That's just what I said. But how can you use me with all this mess inside? And I went to bed, and as I was falling asleep, you can open Acts 2 and read it for yourself. That happened to me. And I ain't never been the same since. Did I stay sober? I still had some things to learn, Ronnie. I had some things that the only that way I was gonna learn it was the hard way. But God was with me the whole time. Never left me. I'm the one that ran off. But he's here today. He's in these rooms, and I love y'all. Thank y'all for allowing me to share as long as I did.
Thank you, Scotty. Scott. Finish it.
Okay.
Read promises.
This is true. We are painstaking about this phase of our development. We will be amazed before we are halfway through. We're going to know a new freedom and a new happiness. We will not regret the past, nor wish to shut the door on it. We will comprehend the word surrender. We will know peace. And all you that think that you ain't, that you're hopeless, listen to this. No matter how far down the scale we have gone, we will see how our experience can benefit others. That feeling of uselessness and self-pity will disappear. We will lose interest in selfish things and gain interest in our fellows. There's that fellowship. Self-seeking will slip away. Our whole attitude and outlook upon life will change. The fear of people and economic insecurities will leave us. We will intuitively know how to handle situations that use battles. James. We will suddenly realize what God is doing for us, what we cannot do for ourselves. Are these extravagant promises?
We think not.
Being fulfilled among us, sometimes quickly,
Sometimes
slowly. But they will always materialize if we work for it.
Work.
No, Scott, you're still not finished. You're going to keep on talking.
Use what we can use, Scott. You're on the road now. You're on the road.
Pass up the sobriety chips.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Cricket. Let's see if I can learn how to open it.
Beat it, it makes it work right. It's not my penetration.
Yeah, I need instructions for everything. All right, we work on the chip system here. The first chip is the desire chip. That's 24-hour desire to stay sober. Does anybody here need a desire chip? Matthew, you already got yours?
Somebody somewhere.
James not even getting it a chance.
Matthew, you got your desire chip?
Desire chip.
Matthew,
There you go.
Thank you for coming out. Which one of these?
How?
Not, listen to me. That's a desire chip. If you put that in your mouth, and we used to do it with the aluminum one, and if it dissolves, you can take a drink. Okay, but tell me what you're gonna do with that.
I'm gonna hold on to it.
Yeah. What's your name?
My name's Matthew, and I'm an alcoholic addict.
That's good, brother.
Right, bro.
You can do it. You can do it. You're a winner, man. You're a winner.
Thank you. Okay, 2 months. No, I'm just kidding. 30 days.
Yeah.
All right, brother. So that's 30 days.
There you go, bro.
Hey, tell us what you're gonna do with them.
Oh, no pasties.
Yeah. No tassels.
I'm not gonna use them as pasties, but I'm gonna use them to be a motivation to keep going to the next one.
All right.
Here we go.
Welcome home.
Curtis, your little brother wants a shirt back.
Wow. Hey, when your shirt fits as good as this one, then come hit me up, G. Somewhere. Mine it always look better.
30 days or 90 days.
90 days.
3 months. And 120 days, which is what?
4 months.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna take one.
There you go.
Days, 120. And you know what? I wouldn't have known that if it wouldn't have been for that everything AA out. It gives you the date. It was 3 months and 28 days, but it was 120 days. I guess the 31 days.
Yeah.
Hey, man,
What
if
you gonna do with it?
120, I'm taking it.
What you gonna do with it?
What I'm gonna do with this is keep coming back, and I'm gonna keep sharing my experience, strength, and hope. Thank you. And then you got 6 months, 5 months. Where is it? All right, 5 months. You take that. All right, 6 months. 7 months. 8 months. 9 months. That's right.
Please no more.
God, it wouldn't. 10 months.
Please no more.
11 years and multiple years are celebrating when? Does anybody need a
Third Friday. Everybody likes multiple.
third Friday of the month? Okay. Pot is right.
All right. You got to come around the side, everybody.
Okay. And I hope y'all enjoy your cupcakes tomorrow.
All right, fellas. This meeting was meant to last an hour and a half, so let's close and use them now.
Circle look.
We'll have pictures of it. We got a sweep. We got a sweep when you got a mop.
They did that already.
Say.
The house, we got a sweep, we got a mop, man. Y'all remember that. Y'all please pick up y'all cups, please.
Yes.
Everybody pick up their cups.
Y'all, hey, can y'all cut across? Bring circle. All right, there you go. Never mind. We got it.
That's cheating.
Back up a little bit. Leaves the addicts and alcoholics, man. We'd always make lines and never make circles.
Mr. Frank, I apologize to you. Take us out. I say I apologize to you for earlier. Take us out.
Our Father,
Our Father,
who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom, power, and glory, forever and ever.
Amen. You're going back to work. You live if you do, but work if you work.
Is it worth it? Let me work. We do not. We do not.
we need y'all help over here, man. Everybody ran off. In the house, we need y'all help over here. So speak them out.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you, brother.
All right.
I mean, from what I know, Rick, you certainly want to see what's in there.
Yeah, they look pretty good, man.
You see what's in there. So stick your hand in.
Yeah.
Now I don't want to see yours. Well, that's the worst one.
You are, right? It looks like a plane.
Nah.
You're 5.
She swept him up.